Hey guys, welcome back. This teaching will be on the demon Marquis Ronove. And again, if you pronounce it differently to I do, that's quite okay. It's all about respect, gratitude, building a relationship with entity, working with entity, and being willing to learn and grow with entity. Okay, so I say Ronove, you might say something else, that's quite okay. So I'm going to be chatting a bit about his characteristics, sharing his sigil, his incantation, basic offerings that he does appreciate, okay? And his diversity. I think that's the first thing I'll start with. He's extremely diverse. Let me start actually with the bottom of my notes before I get into anything else. And again, keep in mind, besides me teaching a bit on entities and pantheons that I work with and have learned from, and magic, I offer obviously spells to clients, consultations, whether it's relationship issues, spells you require, prosperity work, whatever, learning more about magic, the different forms of magic that I practice anyway. I don't speak bullshit that I don't know about. You know, if we're talking sigil magic, chaos magic, black magic, spiritual path and so forth, what it truly is and how it truly works. Because remember, the more knowledge you have of what you're doing, the more powerful and better the results. It's like you can cook, but if you truly understand what you're cooking and how it works, your product is gonna come out better. So knowledge truly here, guys, is power. If you appreciate this time and effort, show the like, share the vids. Because again, like I said, I'm not a YouTuber. I'm simply making these vids to get the knowledge out there and letting people know that if you do need a spiritual teacher who you can resonate with, if you feel you resonate with me, or a spellcaster, give me a shout, guys. I've got your back. And again, all the teachings that you might have seen of mine, and if you shared in the vids, liking the vids, I appreciate it. Thank you. Remember, in a consultation, it goes way deeper. It's a one-on-one FaceTime, okay? So, onto the demon Marquis Ronove. Firstly, you're going to need his sigil, which I'll show you in a sec. 2 candles, one black, one red. His name scribed on both. Bind them together. You can embalm that with sandalwood oil. His incantation, which will be written on the top of your petition, which, just for clarification, is basically your letter on like an A4 page parchment, something like this size, okay? So the incantation will be on top. That I'd like to teach it as its entity's dialing code as such, his personal dialing code. And this is for safety reasons and respect for your safety. It's Cayman Viva Ronove. Very small, very simple. Cayman Viva Ronove. One black, one yellow candle. I like to, because of his nature, which is very balanced to me, I like to give offerings of 1 glass of red and white wine, some fruits and nuts, okay? Into his characteristics. So, and again, you don't have to be extremely strict about north, east, west. I don't teach that way because I've learned more. You don't have to be restricted to what you've necessarily read in certain books. Same with the days. I'm just teaching you this part though. He is more, let's say, readily available, and his aura is a lot more stronger, I'd say, during full moon and new moon. But you can invoke him, spend time with him, work with him at any other time as well. Some of his characteristics for reasons for maybe wanting to reach out to him. And remember, besides spell work with entity, the more time you spend with entity, you are going to automatically gain that favor, that order, which I think is an amazing thing, and it has truly helped me in all aspects of my life because I work with so many of them so often throughout the days. Okay, so he helps with social status, whether it's in an existing group of friends, whether it's in a group of colleagues and peers at work or at university. He helps elevate your status. He helps you to be heard or seen more, if that is your desire, and so forth placed, okay? So he helps with that status relationship. He can also be used, because of that characteristic, to strengthen relationships within friends and colleagues and workplaces. So that's actually a very, very useful thing if you think about it, how deep it actually goes. The only warnings on that is because it's always a dichotomy a lot of times with these things. You can use it if you know what you're doing for manipulation reasons. I don't advise you to use or to petition him or to do a spell with him to necessarily manipulate a friend in this way for you, because that's kind of a counterbalance and could backfire on you, okay? But in the same tone, because of this energy, it can be used for baneful magic to sway enemies or so-called enemies you might have in your favor. So that's a good thing, and that's where I say his diversity comes in and his great balance. He's also, because of his nature, he's very good in general magic practices, meditation, astral projection, deeper thought, and opening of third eye. Practices within his presence, I mean, having his candles there, doing his incantation, welcoming him in, but then also doing your other spiritual practices. He does enhance that greatly as well. So again, guys, hope you enjoyed the teaching, and here's the sigil as promised. That you will draw on the middle of your petition page somewhere, like I said, with the incantation top, words of welcoming, a bit of praise, a bit of introduction, maybe a little bit of what you like. And on the second one, you can go a bit deeper into what you're requesting from his presence and his teachings. Okay, guys, be good, practice, keep reading, keep practicing, okay? Be good or not.